Hello there, my beautiful Cancerians. I am Raven from southeast coast of Norway, and this will be your February 2025 read. What is coming towards you? What is that you need to know? And yes, of course, it's a general read, so not everything can resonate. And before we get started, let's just say a mantra, and then we can start. I'm going to cleanse the energies a little bit. There's a lot of stuff been going on here. Okay, that's it. And a little cymatics. Alright, let's get started. Time's a wasting. My beautiful Cancerians. For some of you, specifically one of you, there is this ring that keeps popping up, or did pop up a lot, right? So let's see if that ring pops up. Someone's been hijacking some of my reads, I suspect, so it could be pretty interesting to see if that still is whatever, if it's a spirit or who knows. We did clear up, we did find peace in regards to the ring. The message was clear to you know who you are. Just gonna call you Lisa. Something I really wanted you to have it, something, but like I said, sometimes I'm very skeptical towards that kind of vibe, you know. I always question myself. Oh, maybe it's just in my imagination. That's why I do not appreciate saying or that I'm some kind of psychic. Like I told one of you, I prefer to give the cards. I prefer the cards to do the job, and they usually are doing the job pretty fine. Okay. Welcome to my channel. I am Raven, as I already presented myself. We are known most of the time for having free spreads, and so you're welcome to that. I'm just going to go through all the star signs. We are nearly done with that, and when we are done with that, we are going to hopefully have time for some few free spreads. We're going to stay here for some more time. All right, so let's get started and see what is it that Cancerians need to know right now. What do you know? This is Cancer energy, super Cancer energy at its best. House, 4th house. And what do you know? A little bit Scorpio energy here. So when I say Scorpio or mention any star sign, please don't take it literally, because it's the energy people send out. You could have someone who are Virgo, and they have moon and so many placements in Scorpio. They literally vibe it. And sometimes you have people, you look in their chart and they behave so much like a Taurus, but there's nothing Taurus there. So what's the deal, you know? It can be many reasons for that, you know. Maybe they got the birth chart a little bit wrong with a few minutes. you could have overlooked the fact that they have a very strong Venus placed in a fixed sign, you know. So when I say the vibe is this and this and that, then it's not necessarily directed to star sign. However, I am going to bring it up, like what star sign or vibe is coming out the strongest in this situation. So we have a house, a home, and we have authorities and bureaucracy here, and this vibe of how can maybe I get a relief from them, or for those of you who are from India, maybe that is the government job you want, honey. We also have a wealthy feminine energy here, and the 22 is popping up. I like to mention it when there are two equal numbers like that. The equals of 4, which again is the house of Cancer, and there are 2 doors, there are 2 pathways, to the left, to the right. You need to make that choice. So it's a little bit like 2 of Swords, blindfolded, but they are more like an option here. You're completely, I don't know, in witchcraft. If you're into witchcraft, it could be a warning: don't do the left-hand path, which is service to self. You do have Vellum here, or the well, which Vellum meaning water, of course. There again, that the ring is haunting me, literally. And you have this move called the ring, where a haunting, creepy movie. And so the ring again, yeah, is popping up. Of course it does. It's so difficult sometimes to explain this well, but the well is isolated, the water is isolated, and it goes very, very deep. Your mind here is like trying to dig deep to the bottom of something, and it's like you don't really reach the bottom, or the only thing you find there is mud. You could have lost something, you could have forgotten something, and all you find there is mud. All right. Water symbolizes emotions, and in many ways this is like the hermit, someone who could isolate their emotions. A typical Cancerian thing to do is to show off as very strong, and at the same time, when you come behind that thick shield, you can enter that thick exoskeleton that you do have. It's soft, it's filled with emotions. Here it's attached to Mercury, the mind. So it's like thinking about something, like thought. It's like you can't really differentiate the mind or the emotions here. In the nakshatra in Indian astrology, the moon there symbolizes the mind. Well, in the West, it's the feelings, the emotions, because the moon rules the water in our body. So you have the beautiful sun here. In tarot cards, the sun is absolutely the best card you can get. There is also an offer at the table here for some of you, and again the number 4 is popping up. There is something that has to do with a home that comes out very strong. Okay, we have a feminine here, and we have crazy. this is also in your house. I mean, there could be someone around you in your family or a family situation where someone either are driving you crazy, I shouldn't say this, but some of you could have some kind of ghost in your house, which is completely nuts. It doesn't know that it's even dead, that should find peace. I don't know where I get that from, but it's, you know, it's what I do. If the blab says it, it's the blab says it. I never liked that card. It's very, very creepy to me, as you can see. This is energy of, you know, more than just being two-faced here. It's having, you know, being completely having multiple of personalities, and when they are, for me, it's the crazy card. Someone who have lost the sense of reality. I also find it chaotic and frightening for some reason. All right, someone could have a little bit issue in regards to a transition here, okay? If it is about pregnancy, there could be issues there. Okay. I also get that soon the spring will come. It's time to not exactly harvest, but it's time to weed away certain people in your life that doesn't really do anything for you, but just taking advantage of you. There is a woman here. She's showing up twice. I'm not sure how important she is. Could be you. So there could be a mountain allegorically between you and this house. It could be somewhere you want to go. Maybe you want to go home. Maybe there is a place where you have a vacation home. Maybe it's your childhood home. I just want to go there. It's a lot of travel attached to it, but it's a difficult journey. And there's something that some of you might want to leave behind. There are certain kind of authorities that won't let you. Time is running. It's tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Could be some stress attached to that. Right? Well, I need to do that. Again, some of you don't know exactly where to go. This is, you know, the compass. Some of you are missing a soulmate. Here it's very clear, you know who you are, that this soulmate left. This is for some of you, this is the stairways to heaven, or not heaven, but out of the we say, the Native Americans say, when we pass away, that's they left out of time. So they don't really left, they just, well, you know, we walk out of our bodies just like the butterfly. We are shedding skin, we are molting. That's what really, this is what really happens. And when we are molting for the last time, it's because this body doesn't function anymore. It's, you know, the engine doesn't work anymore. And so we can choose if we want to have a splendor new body, fresh body. Usually we do that. Not sure if the Great Spirit allow us to stay up there for too long. According to a psychic, I stayed there for 300 Earth years last time. So wow, there's a lot of water here. There's a lot of water here. Some of you are walking away from an old, it's something very old that's attached to emotions. Maybe an old idea, an old concept, an old structure, something that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe I get that some of you are modernizing maybe your life a little bit to make things easier. You are ruled by the moon, so that's also a point here. But you are detaching emotionally from something old that doesn't really serve its purpose anymore as it used to. I get that it could be also a thought pattern where you have these difficulties to split between mind and emotions. So maybe you're adding logic to the soup. So there are good news coming in for you here. For some of you, there are good news in regards to love. It's a really feel-good calm. Could be a vacation attached to it. It's again in your own home or attached to maybe family. There could be a Leo or a Sagittarius involved here. There's a little bit fire here. I feel really good about who I am right now, you know, after this news are being delivered, all right? Okay, so someone here, we just talked about someone here who are coming out as completely crazy. Could be someone in your family who have absolutely lost their mind. I find them terrifying personally, and they're playing games. They're playing games. There is a bridge here between where, I don't know, it could be between France and Italy for all I care. I stood on one of these aqueducts when I was in Provence. They are, you know, leading water, you know, last time I checked, walking on top of those. I don't know if these are some other kind of bridge. They look very unstable, a little bit freaky. But there is this connection between two worlds here that you could look into here. Someone here has a message for you that I'm loyal to you and only you. You are the one that I follow. You are the one and only I am this loyal to. Sometimes the dog can also be loyal to an entire family, but usually they have one specific that they will listen more to than the other. Okay? Sorry about that. Just gonna get a little bit of a drink here. Small drink. All right. This is usually something I just do when it's live, but I forgot that. So I'm being a little bit naughty before I'm going to the dentist, because that's gotta be very soon. All right, so let's continue with the Lenormand deck, if you don't mind. Like I said, I've fallen in love with Lenormand, and so I'm not sure I should call myself a tarot card reader anymore. I'm a Lenormand reader. So, house, travel, issues in regards to, and there they are again. Good news. And I feel that this is like, don't worry about the travel issues. I got it. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it. Tick tack, tick tack, tick tack, tick tack. Someone have some kind of debt maybe. That could be a banking institution. Some kind of authority got a grip here, okay? Doesn't have to have anything to do with money at all. There is a funeral here though. There is a funeral. Sometimes it simply means that, you know, I'm leaving my old life behind so I can have a new life. So it's Buddhistic in that sense, that it's the transcendence of the self. And sometimes it's actually a funeral. Because everyone says, oh, don't worry, it's never really about a funeral. Well, you know, sometimes it is, because people die. Hate to break it to you, got a big funeral in that deck right there. And I hate to say it, but also Six of Swords, which is connected to the authorities here, is actually the river. I believe the river Styx that you are. I was looking for something and I forgot what. All right, so the river Styx is they're right here. Yeah, the river Styx is, you know, if you have Six of Swords, all right, you have Four of Swords, you have Six of Swords, okay, and then you have a funeral. Or, you know, Four of Swords, I don't feel well, I'm sick, you know, that can be hospitalization in tarot cards. Then you have death in the tarot cards, or the funeral here. And in one of the deck here, you actually see people attending to a funeral, and they are pretty direct about it if you're reading the Gypsy card here. And then you see Six of Swords, which sometimes, you know, when you put these three together, that is the river Styx, you know. And people seem to have forgotten the mythology here about that. So we die, and then you have this guy, which basically is it could also be a scythe, right? So get over that. Death is just another way, you know, it's not comfortable to lose someone we love, but you have to remember that this life you live is in fact an illusion, and that we don't really die. We are molting. Okay, I need to change candle. Wherever you are, if possible. According to Chinese feng shui, these candles doesn't last long, do they? You are supposed to change the candle immediately, or it will mean bad luck. Of course, there is no candle around when you need it, and the light. Oh, there. Yeah, the moment you stop looking, you realize, oh, there's no candle here. There you go. There you go. That's actually how the universe works. If you're looking for something, you won't exactly find it so easy. Why? Well, because you're looking for it. So what you're telling to the universe is that because I'm looking for it, that you're creating it as, oh, so you're looking for it. So you're saying you don't have it. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. And the universe will keep it like that. And the moment you said, okay, I give up. I'm not going to look for it anymore. We just stop. And that happens all the time to me. I realized that, okay, if you don't really need it now, don't look. Because the moment you stop looking, oh, there you are. Usually right in front of your nose. All right, so that was a little bit law of attraction lecture for you. So there are some cleansing of energies here that's been in need, and I get that someone actually passed away, and that someone here are, and I know that for sure with one of you, but I think there's more than one of you here, because there are a large group of people now which have to inherently walk away from what we know as Earth. And after, we call it dödsbo, when someone leaves, we clean up their shit. Good luck to those who have to clean up my shit. Sorry about that, but that will take. I will stand there just a couple of days and laugh. They are going to find nice stuff like this. Oh, the ring. Well, you know. Oh, I'm so shocked. Yep. I want you to have it. That's the message. I want you to have it. Well, you know, the moon. What? Who rules the moon? Oh, that happens to be the Cancerian. I want you to have it, right? And so yeah, I was supposed to return a message, so I will do. I will also there is a version of Kali which is known as Shodashi, and you want that spirit around you, trust me, that vibe, that energy around you. Shodashi is her name, and yeah, so we have her here. You can look her up, and you should take a screenshot, print out a picture of her, print out a mantra belonging to her, and put her up on the wall. She's awesome. All right, so good news coming in here for you. Feel good news from the sun. Either a Leo, you know, a fire sign possibly, or just happy-go-lucky news. And again, what do we have here? The moon and the moon, very close to each other. And Eight of Cups, that's like, I'm so happy. You tell me this, I'm so happy, and now I can get my peace. You know, I can detach from the situation. I don't have to rub my head in that stuff anymore. When it comes to super duper crazy person here is playing, someone's really creepy, playing with your head. So I don't know, that's a specific message for you. I think, what the hell is that? This is a book, right? This is the book. So of course you want to share the wonderful artwork with you. 10 of coins, that's a lot of money, woman and man Cancerians and female Cancerians. That's a lot of money. Maybe this crazy person is playing a game, an actual game as poker, and wins. Another thing here is that you can actually make a lot of money from doing some research here. Taking action. Okay, taking action. We'll look, we'll see. Problem here with a woman. We've seen that woman before in you know, in one of my reads. We've seen this woman, and she's you know, this is again the scythe. If that vibration is on you in regards to this woman, if she's mean, I think, because we have two scythes set, I think you should take that scythe and maybe use this vibe. She's a protector against those kind of people, crazy people who judge you, who are just being plain nasty, who not good people, all right? So you might want to protect yourself towards that. Let's have a look and see what else is going on. This is for Cancerians. This is for Cancerians. Tell me. Yeah. All right. So messenger. Someone is going to give you a message. It's a feel-good message, but someone are trying to trick you, okay? There is someone who are not trustworthy at all. Could be that fire sign we talked about, because we have two messages here, all right? The messages could equally be on WhatsApp, as you know, that's how we send messages today. So this is where I come in. I'm going to make my own Norman deck. But the letters are very beautiful, but that's not how it is anymore, is it? So, marriage card. And a death. And a tick-tock. A monkey is holding sometimes I hate those cards. I don't make sense. They don't. Marriage card. Yeah. Authorities. Tick-tack. Time is running out. In regards to death situation. But marriage after someone's already dead. I find that very peculiar. Oh, someone's watching you closely. Woohoo, boo-ha! I love those, but it's someone's watching you, and there is this, you know, they're landing on top of the broom. That's like when, you know, get out here. I want to have some clarification in regards to the marriage card, because the way it lands, it's weird, you know, it's just a strange way to land on my deck. How dare you? We love it. It happens every day. Yeah. Tarot card reader. Always funny when that comes up. So let's see. You can find out what the tarot. Yeah. my biker West. To my friend's irritation, Daytona Beach Baker. Oh my God, you're such a redneck. Okay, so the card reader here says you need glasses. Well, yeah. Sleepless night, worries in regards to settle in marriage. Huh, okay. And again, someone's watching you, someone's keeping an eye on you. Right, I think you got that part. I think I said it 1 billion times already. Sounds like I'm having fun. Okay. All right. There they are again. We all have vermin in our life. Rats. So, I know. There was this, I want you to have the ring, right? But the rats have it. The rats got it. All right. Doesn't matter how many millions you have in your life, on how good of a status you have. A rat is still a rat. You can walk around in a Prada. You can drive a limo. You can drive a Porsche. If you're a rat, you can't hide that forever, huh? Ha! Good news. Good news, money extra for you. Bossy likes you. Someone here is gonna get a raise because they love the work you do. Or they just love you because this is not really the work column. It's more like I should do next read in Mars. I will do the houses. Read your 12 houses so we could look closer to your career and the love stuff. So it will be more. This is just whatever pops up, right? But the koi, Pisces, or Piscean energy when it comes to Lenormand, Gypsy card, and these things, is always abundance coming in, and this is why you're going to feel very good. By the way, although we are targeting February, possible a piece of Mars, it is synchronicity based. So whenever I'm just saying that goes for all my reads, that when but it's a little bit late to say that 36 minutes in. Wow. Oh, that is skink. You can't really see two naked people because I have my thumbs over them here. So the Leo and the Lamb, Adam and Eve, the Phoenix. Crazy person. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a stalker. Love you, love Cancer. Okay. I think they are someone who are likely to take action towards you. So just look out. The snake doesn't pop up on that one, so they're playing games, but I can't, they could be just simply crazy and addicted to those where money come out of that box. I don't know what we call it. They removed them in Norway, you see, because like my my father's cousin, not flattering that part of the family. My grandmother, she couldn't stand that part of the family, and I get why. Both those sisters were horrible to their children. But when the paycheck came from the social service, and she got to keep her kids for a very long time. But as soon as the social service money comes, you're supposed to go into the La Tienda and buy food for your kids, right? Clothes for your kids, right? But she didn't do that. She's like this, and also pure evil. She would encourage her own child to steal from me because it's complicated. It sounds like an inbred fuckfest, but my mom, she fell in love with a guy who happened to have a child with my father's cousin. So I was living with my two siblings. All three of us have a different daddy. At some point, because I had huge spiders in my apartment and I was freaking completely out. I was like fucking tarantulas. I was screaming, taking a shower, and they would fall down, I was like, ah! And then I went to do the dishes, and I was like, wah! And I'm talking about large, hairy, black. You wouldn't think. You got to Norway, no spiders there. Oh, big mistake. They're big and they're fat and they're hairy. So I went to mom and I lived with her for a couple of months, and I moved out of that place. It's like living in horror movie. And I have a lot of spiders on blood on my hand. Anyway, his child, Rune was his name. His child, that girl, she was growing up to become just like her mama, and her mama was jealous with my mama. So although my mama was not related to Rune, who was the father of my second cousin, they are related, but it sounds weird, yeah. He just shagged my dad's cousin, that's all. And so Jane came, and she would completely rob every one of us, you know. She would steal my gold ring, all my gold rings I ever owned in my entire life, all stolen. I haven't had many, but they're all been stolen. So yeah, needless to say, they are in a safe now. I don't have any gold anymore, except a really ugly gold ring. But that's not the point. But she would rob us completely, and he was not really a good dad either, trying to, you know, because she grew up with a horrible mom, right? So he wasn't forgiving. He just told her, "You 16, fuck off. I choose Anita, as in my mom, and her kids, and even me." You know, me and him would get quite good along, into a certain degree, but there was no forgiveness there, no forgiveness. So this mother, a mother encouraging her 16-year-old child to steal from her ex's family. Today, this girl is a top level heist woman. And she's not behind bars. That's Norway for you, huh? She's a pro. She's a fucking pro. Gotta give it to her. But that's on her karma, not mine. Of course, she married a killer. A joke. You know, I'm really sorry for the aggression, but when I saw this crazy person here, I didn't exactly know how to compare. I met so many crazy people in my life, including myself, but people who make golem voices because they've been on Skopolamin or Datura trips for too long, and they see little people everywhere, you know, and I've met all kinds of people who are psychotic, psychopaths, sociopaths. You know, the world is crawling over, and Earth is bored of these people. So back to this part where there are authorities, there's a tic-tac-tick-tock here. There is a funeral and a marriage card. What do you know? Let's kill him, her, so you and I can get married. Who knows what this means? All I see here is that the tarot card reader, I love it when she pops up. It's like, in your face, sweetie. Why did they do that? That's so rude. Anyway, the tarot card reader here says that, yeah, it's going to be basically here, in regards to the marriage card, someone have issues settling down, okay? But then there is this unexpected money popping up here. Just, oh. So who are these? And is this something which is coming towards you? That will be interesting to see, because there's a lot of money and abundance here that's popping out for you out of the blue. Whew. Do you have a lot of sleepless night, honey? Like you are moon sensitive. It's something I get. Then someone would claim that the moon doesn't really have anything with sensitive stuff going on, and these are metaphysics kind of people, right? Not law, you know, not the establishment law. But then again, if the moon rules water, and your body is 70% water. How can the moon not influence you, but the ocean only? Little me and you are not affected by how the moon is, but the rest of the ocean is. Tide water and that stuff. Weird. All right. So someone here are grieving, probably due to a funeral. And since I know there is at least one funeral here, I can be pretty direct about that. So, by the way, sorry for this, but for the one person I know, it's, yeah. But there are a whole lot of Cancerians now in this moment who are experiencing a lot of losses. Taking place possibly at the moment in Santorini of Italy, where the Minotaur area lived. Minotaur? Yeah, it's not probably the right word, but yeah, lots of stuff is happening in the world, and a lot of Cancerian people are sad. But you're not going to be sad for very long. Where are we going next now? Can this add up to something? Are we going to fiddle more with the gypsy cards? Did we ever fiddle with them? Can I just have one more round, please, Mama? Isn't it nice to know that your card reader actually enjoy doing this? Reunion. Someone here wants or wishes to have a reunion. Just be aware that they're not real. They're not real with you, okay? Just be... let's meet up. Something about that house. You can't travel. No, I'll fix it for you. It will be great. And there's this... oh, I like you kind of vibe here from the girl's side anyway. This story starts to get interesting here as a private investigator here. Authorities. Time's up. Funeral. Now someone are independent on their own. Marriage card is popping up. And then tarot card reader says, oh, someone here do have issues saddling. And then out of the blue, unexpected money pops up. And why did they really die in the first place? No, you won't find long, beautiful plastic nails on my finger. I wish I could do that stuff, but I'm a raven. This is not funny. I know, despair, been there, done that, didn't work, come back. We've digged in this specific situation before, but for some of you, it is what it is. Despair. This man loved someone else. Gypsy card doesn't really reveal, let me see. Yeah, I started to do this because, wow, I remember I did this as a child. and it's totally working. I never felt such a thing before. Then I remember when we did the Ouija board, it's totally working. Realized you don't need that thing or the cups. Where is the answer here? What is it that Cancer need to see? Who is the one loved here? Who is what did you know? Who is the one loved here? Show us. Just show us. That story. And so someone are looking at you. Why is something gone missing? And they suspect you have something to do about it. There is this sensation of double energy here. It's quite. It's not something I feel. It is double energy, and the card highly advises you to clean your house. You know, as in clean the vibe. Okay. But your hands are clean. You don't have anything to do with this. I think. Anyway, most of you. Let's see. Well, wow, that is so psycho. You see this? He loved a Cancer. Pisces, Cancer, / for me, the moon. I mean, the Cancer is ruled. Yeah, this is Piscean Cancer energy. It's the Hanged Man, right? So that's Pisces. But what is she hanging in? The moon. And who is ruled by the moon? Cancer. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. He tried to defend himself, or him. Oh, there's a he here. It's a he. I know for sure one, but it's also here in the cards. It's a he. And he loved a her. Three people, third person. This deck is a little bit tough. There is a spider in the mix here. Someone who are, you know, we know what spiders do. We've seen the Bohemian Groove where the powerful guys meet. Spider, weaving spiders. Do not come here, blah, blah, blah. With the Bohemian owl, of course, as a symbol. So let's continue just to finish this off. I can't believe how quick these reads are coming up. Incredible. Wedding. What the fuck? Okay. Money again. Fortune. Ring. Fortune. Now I'm out. I should do the Celtic cross. Now I'm out. That every time I start flabbing with Gypsy card, like, okay, now I'm out. I'm not sure I follow up anymore. There's a house again. I have good news for you, and it has something to do. You're going to feel good when I tell you, but that's someone else. That's not the fox. And this is about abundance. It could be our boss. And the house here could simply mean, well, that's a good portion of, you know, leveling up. I think maybe I will change my living space. It could be something about that. It could be something about buying. And in that case, good news, you'll get the place you're bidding for, basically. So there is a lover here, or someone who's in love with you. Crazy person completely. As for sure, very strong Gemini energy here. Leo like to play games. They're hardcore on the dice. There's a lot of money here as well. My God, Cancer. Someone's thinking very hard here on this situation. a lover, possibly. The situation between you and them, okay? So what's the obstacle there? Doctor. Ill. False person. Here they show up as, yeah, falseness. I hate that. I love cats. I love fox. I've tried to look for my glasses. They are usually stuff that disappears very easy out of the blue. So the biker chick here, which doesn't have a bike. Gonna be a little bit nerd on you beautiful people out there. All right. Death at a funeral. We have a funeral. What's that movie called? 5 Weddings and a Funeral? Yeah, that was well. I like the movie Death at a Funeral. It's funny, but I'm sure this is not something I should joke about. You guys know. I am hybrid Cancerian. So I mean, I have a very I have Cancerian rising. I have Mars Cancerian, very strong 4th house. Venus is in there in the tropical one, and I'm Sun, Moon, and 4 placement in Scorpio. So this story might very well happen to me, although I don't have any lover, I don't have any despair, or do I? Well, we will see. February, we are in February, so we will see. Oh, that's wonderful. Why didn't I do that before? Okay, so let's just wrap this up with the simple Celtic cross, shall I? Since you are such beautiful Cancerian vibey for me, let's use my beautiful new rose deck from Kathmandu, shall we? They are a little bit iffy to shuffle. But we'll get around. We'll get around. So obviously there are a lot of loose threads here. I mean, in order to, you need a private investigation to lose up this thread, right? Okay, so let's find out. Okay, I know this is going to look a little bit weird. I just really feel like doing this right now. Just how we filled up the vibes here with a lot of death, but also weddings. A lot of money. Oh my god. If it wasn't for the despair and funeral here, I would absolutely claim this bank account, whoever this belongs to. So in that sense, if you're a Cancerian, looks like some of you are going up. So Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And just for the sake of removing any attachment to the cards, all right. There's something so Cancerian, Taurus, Libra with these cards. Can't explain it. Let's see. is a burden here. A lot of hard work, heavy, but you're almost there. I see maybe a conflict coming to an end. People who wants to compete. So there is this vibe here of maybe needing to, that's for me. Yeah. Balance the vibrations basically, because it's not always about what we eat, it's also about what we think. It's very often about our mentality. I got very clear instructions, okay, that's weird. I got very clear instructions when I had a dream this last night about what to do and not to do if you can manage to ascend to the 5th dimension, and how that worked, how they have worked out to find out. But it makes sense because I see how fast the law of attraction really works now, because it's getting easier and easier to attract stuff you need / want without really needing it. You can't really say that, can you? That's so it's going to get faster and faster and faster and faster, and that's when you want to have a disciplined mind. If you feel that you can't control your negative mindset, sit down, meditate, do mantras and focus on your breathing. And if you still feel that the thoughts are exploding, keep doing it and try to, we can raise our frequencies, our vibrations by doing something we super love to do. But controlling the mind is extremely important because we send out energies all the time when we are thinking. This is our vibration. There's an invisible tie between all of us. It's a big web, it's a big spider's web. And so think that there is a thread between you and me and everyone else around you, and whatever you're thinking and feeling, these energies are things that you're sending out in all directions. And you don't want to be the victim, or the narcissist, or all the nasty labels that people have today while you send out energies. It's just, well, I'd love to say logic, but someone didn't see the logic, so okay, whatever, right? What's logic to me is not logic to you. So here we have you, beautiful Queen of Emotions. Okay, sleepless night popping up again. You might want to get that sorted out. Seems like you in the past here, in the past, far past, there was justice. And something came to an end. This is a long time ago though. I'm not talking about a week, I'm talking about maybe years. I don't know. And here we have a loss, which happened recently. Okay, I'm very sorry for that. It doesn't seem like that, but I can't afford to attach myself too much to the reads. However, there are now and then the read grab me hard, so working hard, focusing. It's actually a pretty beautiful card. Infinity. It's the infinity symbol here. She to her she said, "Oh, that's the twin flame card." For those of you who need that verified or feel that you're dealing with a twin flame, maybe you lost a twin flame, this card here is kind of pointing this out. Some of you have been dealing with a twin flame. But it's very rare. Twin flames are usually for those who are working with balancing out energies on Earth. They are not just regular people, okay? They are usually people who work with healing, crystal stuff, who have a high spiritual intellect, just call it like that. They're not necessarily engineers, but they're intellectuals in so many ways, very creative. They're very gifted in so many ways. We are going to have a new beginning here with the Fool coming up. Beautiful, beautiful energies. Om Namah Shivaya. And talking about Shiva, all the hands. Now, it's such a beautiful card, and yet it's showing there are some influences here that could affect your capacity in regards to work. Could be crazy person here, or no, they love you. But there is someone false around you, and that's not really a surprise, because I've been dealing with so much. All I have to do is to go to Europe. As soon as I am in Europe, they are everywhere. And I'm not sure people necessarily are real here, according to an old friend. People here are super racist, and so they are so nice, but as soon as you turn their back, there's like, oh, falang, blah, blah, blah. They talk super shit about you. Why do I care, you know? Why do I care if they talk shit about me? If they are super nice and they make me feel good, they can say whatever they want. It's their right. So make sure you shield yourself. And in that sense, Shudashi sounds Japanese. Yeah. Again, someone are trying to manipulate you, Cancer. The fox is like in all direction here. And when Two of Swords, here there's these two voices, it's swords, right? Suit of Swords. Love it when inventive tarot card designers, they want to have their own suit. so you have to go over all the cards and write. Here it's pretty simple. They've done it simple. If you know tarot cards, you know that voice is sword, mind. Yeah. Materials, easy, coin, earth. Emotions, water, cup. So this person has actually been pretty nice. And the artwork is absolutely beautiful. By the way, the deck is called the Muse something. Yeah, the Muse Tarot. So, yeah, in case you want, is to get hopes and fears. The Emperor, huh? Someone are having beautiful, delicious Capricorn, Aries energy. Emperor is of course Aries, but someone here are, you know, going for the top. I'm gonna go for the top. You're ambitious and don't feel a second guilt for that. The outcome here is the Star in reversed, followed up with the Nine of Inspiration. There is some kind of energy coming in here that might make you feel vulnerable. Is that the word? vulnerable. Looks like my English is falling apart. You get the point. I would be a little. You can't change this outcome, but I would be a little bit worried. Wasn't that 2 voices? Then what was this? 7 of voices. Someone are getting exposed. How can I read that as 2? Am I that blind? Clearly. I'm losing my memory, and I'm losing my mind, and I'm losing my sight. 2 of voices. So this is 2 voices. And it's in reversed. There is a strong form of manipulation around you for some of you. 7 of emotions. Someone are trying to basically grab what you have, Cancer. Some of you have a lot. Someone are after you. They're jealous as F, and they might succeed taking whatever you have. But just because, you know, that's a minor, you fall down and you hurt your leg, you're having a bad day, a bad week. It's not a bad week, you know, it's how you see it. We attract usually worse get worse, worse get worse, and now everything is terrible, right? Someone here are going to seek the truth, maybe even confront you, or, you know, something is going to, it's like, stop. Some of you might work a little bit hard. Even 8 of emotions, so it's going to be very difficult for someone here to detach emotionally from a situation. And here we have Scorpio or Cancer, Muse of emotions, finally coming back after some time. But you need to take a stand here. You need to take a stand here. Because this is actually a very beautiful read. But if you don't watch out, because something tells me that you're about to build up something quite wonderful. But there is someone here who is jealous as F, and it could also be that if you know, someone here might try to, you know, what's that called? As a martial art terminology, we swipe your feet, you know. I'm kicking you by your feet so you're falling to the floor, or I'm holding my foot out as you pass me by so you fall to the floor, and all the food you carry for lunch is flying in all directions. Someone is going to try and kick you down, and someone wants what you have. So basically just look out, and you can easily prevent this. It could be like, you can make it into a mosquito attack. Okay, I wasn't able to eat my food peacefully today due to a mosquito attack, and that's annoying. Ouch. Okay, you know. Or if you let yourself being bullied, or if you show to the universe that, oh, I can't take anymore, you know, this could end up as in a lot of horses running you over, and that will kill you. So the first thing I come up with, is a prayer. I don't like to say the word prayer, but that's what it is. And it is for this woman. I put her up today for a reason. So take a good look at her, do some reading about her. I would sure as heck have her as much as I would have the evil eye and Ganesh. She is far more direct in regards to many of the situation that we are in. So I want to do a reading. I want to do just her prayer, okay? Shudashi, she is a protector against people who treat you, who judge you, who treat you like crap, who are trying to take from you. And she's a protector. If they, if you are a shitty person, let's put it like that, she won't side with you. But if you have a pure heart and you're the one being attacked, she will protect you, okay? All right. So, I just feel like, oh, that outcome could have been just a little bit better. And so let's just let that go from elephants running over you to a slight simple mosquito attack. All right, so that's the one and only thing I can do. So I hereby invoke the energies of the goddess also known as Shudashi. And I ask her, for the protection of those who are being treated unfairly, especially those who are connected to this specific read. Cancerian women, Cancerian men who are being treated unjust. So 26, that is a very transformational number. Let me read this out loud and clear. So who is she? Well, ruby red with the divine juice of life, okay? Just going to read it out loud. This read, of course, got 1 billion times longer than planned. Typical. She nourishes the body, mind, and soul with I can't say the word again. No, I can't say it. Vitalizing pleasure, life, and joyfulness. Right, there we have you. Goddess Shudashi restores self-esteem and an aura and awareness of your innate value, especially after a time of painful rejection or disappointment. Through her blessings, the desires of the heart can find fulfillment in new ways. She brings divine energy for the manifestation of wishes. Her presence is an indication of inner power to restore yourself and attract what you need into your life. Again, Shudashi is the fertile and creative aspect of Lalita Tripura Sundari. So do a little bit more reading. We're already far. Super bonus read for you. Okay, so let's read her prayer. Shudashi, red daughter of divine beauty, into your open heart all experience of disappointment and pain of rejection judgment and abandonment, betrayal, and even self-hatred simply dissolve with your loving encouragement. I release these potions from my beautiful heart now. I accept your presence, bringing a generous gift of awakening into a loving embrace of my innate beauty, value, and worth. You are a fertile garden of creative nourishment. I receive your blessings into my soul and trust in the deep yearning of my heart to keep me focused on my spiritual growth and personal healing. This leads me towards self-realization for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Jai Ma. All right, that was wonderful. I like her. Okay, Cancerians, thank you so much for, if you have managed to hang in there all the way here. Thank you so much. I hope some of the readings here help. Obviously, not everything can resonate, but I hope really there are some vibes here you should claim. And for the rest, let Great Spirit and Joy Dasi take care of that, and may your heart rest, and may you have beautiful, restful, beautiful dreams. Okay, thank you so much for being with me, Cancerians. I love you so much, and I catch you on the flip side. Namaste.